Welcome back to In the Shed with Darren. Today, I'm working on the Galant, making door cards. So here's the deal. Previously, I've stripped these doors back. This is it's a coupe, a hardtop, so there's only the two front doors. And I've stripped them back. They're primed now, ready to go. But before I paint this door, I need to get some door cards. So the situation is when we got the car, it didn't have any trim cards on the inside. And being a hardtop, these things are as rare as rocking horse poo, and they're not just available. I can't seem to find any. So in the spirit of this build where everything's kind of DIY, I'm going to make some. So I was having a look around, and this is one of the rear ones. So being a two-door, the door doesn't open or close, but this is what sits under the quarter glass window at the back. And you see it wraps around like this. There's a piece of metal here, and this is the timber card, and then the metal's stapled, the metal's shaped, then it's stapled onto the timber, and then the whole thing's trimmed in vinyl. You can see staples around the edge where it's all trimmed in at the factory, and then they put carpet down the bottom, goes on the car, and it looks great. So I'm going to do similar. So what I've done is I've gone and bought some timber, some ply. So I'll cut this to shape to go over the shape of the door. And then for the bit where it wraps around here, I'll form that out of metal, and then I'll fasten it onto the door card. And then it'll go off and get trimmed. Need to have provisions for the door handle, the window winder, and then the interior lock. So I'll need to make sure there's holes there. And then the door's secured all the way around the edge here on these clips. So I went and found I've got some Holden clips, similar to the ones I used on the Tirana, exactly the same as the ones I used on the Tirana, and they fit into these. So I've got a couple of packets of them, which will secure onto the timber. And then after it's made, at least then I've got the door card and it can get trimmed, and then the door can get painted, and I don't have to worry about coming along in the future with a brand new, freshly painted door, trying to fabricate a door card and all the rest of it. So that's the plan here. Just want to get this job out of the way so then you can go ahead and continue with the bodywork and the painting of the car. All right, let's go. So these are the trim pieces I was talking about, the clips. They're called door trim panel clips, Holden HDVLLHUC. I guess that means it's HD Holden, VL Holden, LHUC Tirana. I'm not sure. But anyway, they work on these. So I opened this pack earlier, and you can see this is where the clip goes in, and then you've got this profile here, and it just clips in like that, which is great. So yeah, so I just fit them up and away we go. So, drilled holes for the window winder, the door lock, snib thing, and then the door handle, and hogged out these bits here, that's an adjuster for the window track, which sits proud of the door. I don't know why it would do that, but it does. And then I've marked all these holes here that need drilling for the clips to go through to retain it onto the door. And these holes need to be inboard of that because the way the clips are designed, they sort of sit out. So I was mucking around with that for a fair bit. And these, with the regular drill bit on these holes, it does like a messy, I don't know, it doesn't cut through it cleanly. Like this MDF stuff, I don't know, doesn't seem great. But so I've gone and gotten a hole saw, and hopefully this will cut much cleaner. So I'll give that a go. Not sure if you can hear the rain. Excuse it if you can. It's absolutely belting down here. So we're gonna, like I said, I got a hole saw on here rather than the step drill bit that I was using, which was just giving us, I'll be able to tidy all this up. I'll tidy up later, but it was giving rough finish. But we'll see if the hole saw's gives a cleaner hole. Yeah, it's better. It's not perfect, but it is better.
That is rough.
Hey, so this is super cool. I just was tidying up the edges, and a sanding disc on an angle grinder is perfect for, because I was really pissed off with...
Excuse the Frenchy, boss.
Get your hand off it, Daryl.
the finish, the way that it's sort of rough along the edge here where the jigsaw hasn't made a clean cut. But yeah, the angle grinder tidies it up real nice. Not sure if you can see that, but look how sharp that edge is now. Beautiful. So this, the timber part of this trim's done. I just need to fabricate the metal section that's going to go over the top and wrap around the door. So I'll just finish tidying this up with the angle grinder now that I've got a new trick, and yeah, then I'll get on to making the metal section. So I've measured up on the door, and actually I'll show. Whoop. I've measured up on the door, and I want the piece. So obviously the timber piece is gonna sit here, but I want the metal piece to overlap the timber bit, come across, have a bend, and then another bend to wrap under, and then on the inside of it, the there's like a felt that the glass, that seals like the glass, runs up against the glass as the glass is going up and down and keeps stuff from falling down into the door. Yeah. So, I mean, ideally, this corner here would be a rounded corner and that one would be a fold, like a bend 90-degree fold. But I don't know how I'm going to round this corner. I could, like, this is 1.2 millimeter steel. It's not, you know, if I had 0.9 or 0.8 or something very thin, a much thinner gauge, I'd make it out of that, but this is just what I've got. So I just don't know how I'm going to get a, like, especially this piece is, you know, almost a metre long, it's 96 centimetres long. I just don't know how I would get a thinner piece, or a piece that's this thick, a rounded corner like that with the stuff I've got. I've got a piece of pipe over there. I could try and bend it around, but I just don't think I'll be able to do it. So I might just have to live with having 90-degree bends. So what I'm trying to explain is this is the one off the back door. You can see on this edge here, look, it's not, I mean, looking at the side profile, it's basically 90 degrees, but it's a bit softer. It's just not as hard, but it doesn't really matter. I don't think it'll be fine. Once it's covered in foam and vinyl, I'm sure it'll be okay. But so I need to measure this up. My measurements are, I need to have a fold at 80 and then a fold at 10. So there's 10 millimeters is going to overhang because there's where the window channel here is, that's 10 millimeters deep into the door. So I can't have the piece any bigger than that. So it's going to have like 10 millimeters will go in, and then it's 25 millimeters this way, and then 80 millimeters that way. So yeah, so this is my piece, and let's get folding. Well, that was right on the limits of what that little folder can do, but it does a damn nice fold.
You seem surprised.
Certainly easier than trying to beat it with a hammer. So this is how it's going to sit here. I like it. Feels about perfect. Just got to get the timber. Is MDF timber? I don't know. It's wood. It's basically cardboard. This way. Yeah, it's good. All right, so this is exactly what I was hoping for. So it loops under there. It'll sit like that there. There's a piece of foam or felt that will go on there. The glass runs up against. This piece will sit here. I just need to connect it to this. And then this piece, then I can get this trimmed. Obviously, I'll have to do the whole thing again and make another one. I don't need to record that. So I'll do that off in the background. But yeah, now I just need to secure this to that. I've been thinking about how I was going to do this. On this piece here, so the factory rear door one, you can see it's got staples all the way along here. I don't have a stapler that's going to go through metal. So what I might do is cut tabs in this and then poke them through and then fold them back across or to grip onto the timber. I might put 3 of them in. I'll put one there, one in the middle, and one down this end. So I've made these tabs. So the idea now is just to get them to go through the timber piece and drill holes and then sort of clamp the whole lot together. And that's it. That's the door trim. So obviously it's going to get covered in vinyl with some pattern work on it, and the bottom, that much of it will be carpet in black. So I might just mark that on there now. The carpet section. $150mm. Yeah, I know a lot of these videos is me making stuff for the car because it's not available, but like for these door trims, I just don't know where you'd get them from. They're just not available. So it's either make or have nothing, and I think it's going to look good. I'll get them trimmed with the seats. Carpet. Cool. All right, well, that's it. Thanks heaps for watching. Yeah. Really appreciate it. I'll catch you on the next one.